The wealthy follow 5 simple rules, not complicated strategies, not sophisticated financial instruments. 5 simple rules that cost nothing to implement and change everything. But almost nobody follows them because they're too obvious, too boring, too simple to actually work. Hey, before we dive in, I gotta be clear about something. I'm not a financial advisor. Everything you're about to hear is purely educational content. Everyone's looking for the secret, the hidden hack, the thing that billionaires know that regular people don't. They think wealth building is complicated. It's not. It's actually the opposite. Wealth building is boring. It's simple. It's following a handful of basic rules consistently for decades. That's literally it. But because it's so simple, most people ignore it and chase complicated things instead. Let's start with rule number 1. Never spend money you don't have yet. This sounds obvious, but almost nobody actually follows it. You see something you want. You don't have the money right now, so you borrow it. Credit card, loan, buy now, pay later. You convince yourself you'll have the money by the time you owe it, but you won't, because your paycheck already goes somewhere. So now you're spending money you haven't earned yet. You're literally borrowing from your future self. The wealthy never do this. They wait until they have the money, then they buy it. Sometimes they miss out on things, but they never go into debt for it. This single rule, if you follow it perfectly, eliminates almost all financial stress. No credit card debt, no car loans you can't afford, no payments crushing you every month. You can only buy things when you actually have the money. Rule number 2 is automate your savings. Remember that pay yourself first concept? That's this rule. Set up automatic transfers the moment your paycheck hits. Money goes to savings before you even see it, before you have a chance to spend it. Most people try to save what's left over at the end of the month. Guess what's left over? Nothing, because they spent it all. But if money's automatically moved before they see it, they adjust their spending naturally. It's not about discipline. It's about making saving automatic, so discipline isn't required. Rule number 3 is only invest in things that make money. This is where most people mess up. They buy assets that depreciate, cars, clothes, gadgets. These go down in value. They're expenses, not investments. Real investments produce income. Real estate produces rental income. Stocks produce dividends. Businesses produce profit. These assets pay you money just for owning them. The wealthy don't buy depreciating stuff. They buy things that generate cash flow, and they let that cash flow compound and buy more assets. Rule number 4 is know your numbers. You can't manage what you don't measure. Most people have no idea how much they actually spend, no idea where their money goes, no idea what their net worth is. The wealthy know their numbers exactly. They know their income, they know their expenses, they know their net worth. They track these obsessively because what gets tracked gets managed, and what gets managed grows. This doesn't require fancy software, just a spreadsheet, just paying attention, just reviewing your finances once a month. Rule number 5 is think in decades, not days. Poor people think about today. How can I make money this week? How can I pay my bills this month? Rich people think about the next 30 years. Where will I be if I do this consistently? What compounds if I stick with this? This is why wealthy people can be patient. They can wait for investments to mature. They can take small losses knowing the long-term trend is up. They're not panicking about daily market moves because they're thinking in decades. This mindset shift changes everything. Suddenly, small, consistent actions make sense because you see how they compound over time. Here's what's wild. These 5 rules cost nothing. They don't require money. They don't require education. They require discipline and consistency. That's it. But most people won't follow them because they're not exciting. There's no story. You don't get to tell people you're following these 5 rules and have them think you're smart. You just quietly do them for years and suddenly you've got wealth. Compare that to the exciting stuff. Day trading, picking stocks, crypto. These feel like you're actually doing something. These feel smart. So people chase them instead of following boring rules. And the people chasing exciting stuff lose money, while the people following boring rules get rich. This is why you see people making 6 figures but still living paycheck to paycheck. They make money, but they don't follow rule 1. They spend what they don't have yet. You see people with inheritance money who go broke. They followed none of these rules. They inherited wealth and didn't know how to maintain it. You see people making average salaries who build 7-figure net worth. They followed all 5 rules consistently for decades. The difference isn't luck, it's not connections, it's not even IQ. It's following 5 simple, boring rules. The tragedy is how many people know these rules. Their parents probably told them, their teachers probably mentioned them, but they think they're too simple to actually work, so they ignore them. But that simplicity that's the power. Simple is sustainable. Simple doesn't require perfection. Simple just requires showing up consistently. If you want to actually understand how to build real wealth instead of chasing shortcuts that don't work, hit subscribe because these rules are free, they work, and almost nobody follows them, which means if you do, you're already ahead of everyone around you.